So is there any way the hospital can answer the concerns of the council?
Well, I hope that we did tonight. As I mentioned when I was in there, we have 3 principles by which we function, and those principles then allow us to develop our plans or policies. And so I think from listening that there are individual cases where people are not happy, and I certainly sympathize with that. But I cannot speak to individual cases because I don't know all of the specifics, and I would dare say that any individual who applies for a job could not with 100% certainty say that they know why they didn't get the job as opposed to someone else. And I can say with 100% certainty that the person who got the job was the most qualified person.
It seems to be more of an issue of having access to those full-time positions.
Yes, and as was mentioned, they are very few and far apart. We had one that was not filled internally. That's not many. And I would say again that this is a sign of the times, that many positions you begin part-time and then move into a full-time position. It poses a problem for students who are coming out of college because they do have costs that they want to pay back, but unfortunately, going part-time first and then moving into a full-time job is pretty much the way it goes.
How crucial is the funding from the municipality to the hospitals?
Every dollar we get is much appreciated, and so I would say that it's valuable, for sure.
Madam Periard, Jay McGillis of Cornwall Free News, with the amount of issues that Mayor McGillis was talking about, employees that had been there for 20 years or 10 years that had not seen promotion, do you feel that your organization is going to make some sort of effort or actual shift to accommodate the wishes of South Stormont?
Well, again, it's difficult for me to speak to the specifics of any one case. I don't know all of this. We have processes within the hospital, as any industry has, when an applicant has gone through an interview or gone for a position and is not successful. There is a process by which they can certainly receive feedback. So I can't say why that person didn't receive that particular position they were looking for. So it would be very difficult.
After the feedback you got tonight from South Stormont Council, do you envision the Cornwall Community Hospital changing its approach to employees that are not fully bilingual?
Well, we have made some changes, and I think Mr. Downing alluded to these when he said that, first of all, when we had placed an advertisement once before in the newspaper, and it did bring a lot of attention, we didn't give as much detail to it as we could have. It was also misinterpreted because, again, of the language that was used for the levels of French. We're working with the unions to try and change that, so I think we are making strides forward. It's not a fast-moving vehicle, but it does go ahead, and that's what we're hoping.
Mrs. Periard, the Journal Katina, are you worried at all that it's going to take a while and you're going to get more pressure from people from the community about the law that you have, the 3 principles that you have to follow?
Well, I would hope that there would be more questions asked of us and we could get to an understanding. I know that at one point a debate was proposed. I would propose conversation where there's an exchange, because with an exchange you can meet in the middle. With a debate there's a winner and a loser, and I don't want to see anyone lose in the process. So that's where we're at. We continue with the communications and we will get to a better place. I really do believe that, because we all want the same thing. We want the best health care possible and the best person to deliver that health care. So we work hand in hand. At our hospital, we have excellent employees. Some of them are French, some of them are English. And that summarizes our situation.